Lego Brawls. Sure, it is the legit Lego version of the Smash Brothers and feels a bit better than actually what we got than the last time. Smash Brothers isn't the best thing we can get, especially on Nintendo Switch due to its fighting game. Sure, we had some poorly made ones. Smash Brothers didn't go well, especially getting it on the Switch, whatever. And Multiverse is being a game between current Warrior Brothers characters fighting doesn't get my attention. However, Nick All-Star Brawl was able to at least make something at least decent. The last fighting game was that actual game itself, and it wasn't that bad. But it could use some improvements. Now we have Lego Brawls, the fighting game entirely made out of Legos. And while on the subject, I did want to mention the Lego Worlds game, which was the last game I played, last and first game for the Switch, and the first time experiencing a Lego game. It was a good idea to step with this one, especially this being really cheap. But it is a great way to jump into the Lego world and get started on the first leg, getting my first Lego experience in the Lego games. But we'll see how Lego Brawls handles that in the Switch category. However, it didn't do well, unfortunately, but we'll see how it goes for me. Let's see if this game can make itself what I expected, hopefully. The gameplay. Story. Lego Brawls is some sort of fighting game where it doesn't have some big introduction. All this game is a fighting game between other players. The gameplay, you just jump in online or offline. I think it was really nice to offer the offline in case you want to play solo and not with other players if you're a solo person. But next you have to choose one of the different worlds you want to play in, which game mode you want to play, and each one is a bit unique and different. However, I think my favorite's going to be the brick collecting. Even you're on the team working together to collect bricks. Even if you don't win or your team loses, everyone's still a winner for just working on a team. Even if you don't win, everybody's still a winner because you're on a team collecting bricks. However, my least don't really like to play the free-for-all version because that one is just a do or die battle game. The worst one is going to be the lava one because why I dislike this one is I can't really figure out which figure is mine. However, even if I don't win the brawls, it's still nice that everyone's still a winner because there are rewards at the end of each battle. Especially if I'm just playing the regular theme. I connect the theme, actually. I'm doing Western now, and I'll be doing the Halloween stuff. I think we're getting Halloween stuff soon. Doing Western now. So I'm getting both Western. If you pick a theme like Western, you'll probably get the Western stuff and the regular stuff. So it's great. But I really like to keep things mixing and matching to start with a basic figure and just mix and match the rewards as they go. I usually like to do is at the end of the session of the game, I like to go into my player character menu and just put a few new things on that I like, just so the character looks different for each session of the gameplay. The gameplay and battle itself isn't that hard. Usually it is a bit of a button repetitor. I heard some complaints about that, but isn't that bad, keeping it simple but a bit tough. However, it's still, the button controls can hurt my thumbs a little bit since I'm paranoid about gamer thumb and breaking my thumbs. Thank you for putting that paranoid in that Sponge episode, people. But it does still have some fun, even you're just fighting players non-stop. I just love doing it. And I get to punch like random objects and try to battle it. Everybody, a good strategy I like to do is if players have like only fight players with regular weapons, but if a player has a power up and that could literally destroy my health, I try to stay out of the way. Just a quick strategization if you like to stay out of the way. The best thing about the rewards is because I like that we're also going to get seasonal things like our Animal Crossing events. We could get some seasonal stuff and that can add some new stuff to wear. And even with that, I would probably still be wearing these outfits outside the holidays. The characters. Well, basically every minifigure make is character. If you choose a character, you just make one of your own. It's really a possibility with I like that they gave players the option to mix and match the players because it really gives players their freedom to make lots of customizations. The characters are really endless possibilities of what your character could look like. Some might want to go simple and some want to go crazy. Me, like I said before, when I unlock new rewards, I like to put them on after the game session so I look a bit different than the character I am. Sure, I do want to be a girl character at some point, but I'm actually as a guy right now, but I would like to make at least a girl character. But the rewards get to be added because I get to add my stuff, and change the power-ups and character's appearance, so each match feels a bit different in each session. Yeah, I might go around with the same stuff for a couple of matches, and then change things up a little bit. Sure, it's as fun with each type of power-up or items you get to equip to your player. It's just really fascinating to see the character just come together nicely. Even with that, even if the season is over, I'll probably still be wearing seasonal items as well. But whatever I can get my hands on just builds a pretty unique character. Sure, it's working toward the ultimate divider, but I'm not working to be a champion. All I want to do with this game is just have fun, just build a unique fighter. I didn't buy this game to be competitive. I really wanted this game because I like the customization. Wanted to make the ultimate fighter and maybe participate in a few seasonal events. Why not? Worlds and modes. As we all know in the game, there are specific modes and world-specific modes, each coming with their own unique worlds and worlds. In each gameplay, you have at least maybe 5 or 6 different gameplays to play from. First, we have control the point. In this game, you try to work in a team to control the point. Take out your minifigures and you're possibly going to be definitely gaining point. If you play Ninjago though, the Ninjago world, you're probably going to just get into a Metsu and take out a bunch of minifigures at once. Which I actually love doing that for some reason. I just don't know. In Brick Collector, you are working on a team to collect multiple bricks. The more bricks you collect, the more bricks you collect, the more points your team gets. Your team will win when you have think you have the most bricks wins the game. Well, to get bricks, you have to take out your minifigures. And yes, the Peach one does. Next, we have the Peach one, which I think there's only one of these. This is only with the Monkey King one. You take out minifigures and steal their peaches. Very simple. In free-for-all, it's every minifigure for themselves as you battle off your other opponents and take them out. Especially in modes like Western, there are some strategies I like to keep in mind. In the outer space one, I try to grab the weapons, but also try to stay away from the meteors because they can do the damage to the players. So I want the players to get hit and not me. In the Western one, I think I did this one once, and it's best to, stay out of the way. I try not to get involved and let the other minifigures do the battling themselves, and then I would probably take them out at the last minute. But I think I didn't have to because I was the only minifigure still standing. So playing in this thing, hiding and staying in the shadows is the best way to go. Next we have the minifigure Royale, which is the battle game where you take out your minifigures to become the champion, be the last one standing, and well, you get all the respect. And finally, I think this is the limited time one, where we have the Brick Collector mode, which is the candy mode, which is actually every theme except you're on a team to collect candy instead of bricks. Actually, with this one, it's just the same worlds, but it's just decorated Halloween-y style, just to make it look more Halloween-y. Even the minifigures on the team, the team captains look like they're dressed up for the holidays. And what I have to admit, each world does look different. I like the details and unique power-ups each world looks like. So yeah, each world does look different and unique in its own way. Sure, there's some games that like to play it safe. Some worlds I just roam around and do my own thing to stay own thing. Maybe, yeah, it does cost us some loses. And then yes, some matches I get so competitive, I sometimes trash talk the minifigures. No joke, that's what I do apparently. Maybe these modes aren't some of the best ones since they are a bit of a repeat, but I do still have fun. Mix playing around with the different types. And actually, before we move on to the conclusion, I did find a little secret in the Western one. I think you can actually ride the mine carts, so you might try that out. If you have the game, try to ride the Western mine carts. It's pretty much a good way to take out your minifigures. Overall, the worlds may not be the best and sure get boring after times, but they are still unique for what they are. Well, it isn't as good as LEGO Worlds, but I can't take the credit away from this just trying an attempt to be just good. LEGO Brawls is a pretty good game in general. Sure, it isn't as good as LEGO Brawls. Sure, LEGO Brawls isn't as good as LEGO Worlds, but it is better than the other brawling game. It isn't an improvement it's better than Smash Brothers or Multiverses, which is the new game out, and it is an improvement from Nick All-Star Brawl. If I do have to make a recommendation, if you do like LEGO games and don't mind the repetitive button smashing, then this would be something definitely worth checking out. I mean, you won't have a blast with it, but it still can't hurt. You might have some fun or you might not like it. But hey, it can't hurt to check it out. However, anyone who's against the button mashing is probably going to be better off going to play the new Nick Kart Racers 3. And as the time I am recording this, yes, Nick Kart Racers 3 is out. So that's probably what everybody will be probably playing at this time, or they're probably going to wait until the new Avatar or Star Trek games come out. Probably that's what everybody's hype is. Not the best LEGO brawling game, and yet not the best brawling game, and not the best LEGO game. But it did a better impression on me than what everybody else have thought of this. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go play more of this game and steal these characters' candy. Because if they don't, oh boy, they are going to be getting tricked tonight.